Hey everybody, this is David, or Actlikeagrandmaster, aka Chessman, and today I'm gonna be reviewing the Women's U.S. Championship chess games from round one. So let's see what we got. First game we got is between Megan Paragua, who is a FIDE master, rated 2259, against an IM called Tatev Abraham, and she's rated 2406. Her accuracies were pretty high in this game, 94.5 to 94.9. And let's take a look to see what happened. Alright, looks like we got a radio opening. Quiet system, apparently. So far, no mistakes. Got a first mistake here. Let's see what white should have played. Looks like knight c5 was the move, targeting this pawn and a nice fork. That would have been pretty nice. Instead, we got knight f1, h5, knight g3. Get another blunder or a mistake. Wonder why this isn't a good move now. Let's see what move white should have played. Looks like knight d2. Just a quiet move. The queen is able to cover both squares. That was an inaccuracy. Let's see what black should have done instead. Looks like queen to f6 was the move. Just give up the exchange. And there we have it, a draw. And they didn't really get into time pressure. So it was a pretty solid game. Alright, let's take a look at the next game. Hang on a second. Alright, looks like our second game is between Nazi Pykadites, who's an IM, rated 2297, versus a women's grandmaster, Talia Cervantes, with a rating of 2311. Accuracies were pretty high again, 95.7 and 95.6, so guessing it was probably a pretty solid game without too many blunders. And let's see what happened. We got another ready opening with knight f3, then d5, g3, knight f6. Some developing moves. Looks like rook to a6 was a mistake. Let's see. This is rook b6 is a better move. Or rook c7. But still not really a big deal. Apparently that was a mistake. Let's see. Rook f to b1. Just doubling up on the knight. And then black has to go passive or move the knight. And there we have a draw. Again, neither opponent went into time pressure. So that was just a pretty smooth game. Pretty good for round one. And let's keep going. The third game we have Anna Sarkeesian, who's an IM rated 2369, and her opponent is Rose Atwell, who's a FIDE master and rated 2353. The accuracies were a bit lower in this game, only 89.3 versus 82.2. And let's take a look to see what happened. This time we get an e4. We get a French defense. Advanced French. Standard stuff. Alright, g4. That looks like a mistake. And let's see what the move should have been. Looks like bishop to b2 would have been better. Knight d1, also a good move. But definitely bishop to b2. Okay. And it was a missed opportunity. Let's see. F takes e5. D takes e5. Oh, excuse me. F takes e5. D takes e5. Let's just see. It says F takes e5. And trying to figure out why you can't take this knight. G takes f5. E takes d4. Knight b5. e5. Some reason black's just better. Okay. So that was a missed opportunity. Tough to find. Got another mistake. Knight f takes e5. That was the move. Black would be up a pawn, 1 point, about one whole pawn. 1 point. We get a big blunder. So black should have played rook f8. Just to get out of this fork. Okay, we'll Trying to see what move white should play to get the advantage. And it says, yep, knight b6. Yep. Just forking these two pieces. That would have been it. But instead, Anna plays b5 first. Maybe she's still intending to go there. Yep. So she still gets the exchange. So she's still doing pretty good. So it wasn't the best move, but it was still a pretty good move. And black resigned. Says g5 was the best move here. And then queen g6. Queen d6. I mean, she's totally losing, but I don't see a quick knockout. So I'm not sure why she resigned. Oh well, that was a good game for Anna. And let's take a look at the next game. The fourth game was played by Arena Crush with the white pieces. She's a GM with a rating of 2388. And against Alice Lee, who's an IM with a rating of 2409. Their accuracies were not bad. It was okay. 90.7 to 84.1. And let's take a look. Looks like we're starting with an English opening. And it turned into a Queen's Gambit, declined. Let's see. C5 was an inaccuracy. Let's see what black should have played. This is G6. Would have been better. Could have also played knight to A6. Or even F5 would have been okay. That was a missed opportunity. Let's see what white could have done. See, white could have played d takes c5, queen takes c5, and b4. Okay, interesting. That was a blunder. Huh. Looks like white can play e4. D takes e4. Knight takes e4. And then there's a lot of pressure on this square. And Irina plays it. So gives up the knight. And keeps advancing. Threatening a mate in 2. Check, move, mate. Black has some counterplay. But Irina should be able to win this. There those pawns go. Let's see. White one. Looks like the best move is knight to f4. Doesn't make any sense. Excuse me, best move is king to d8. There we go. And then rook, so king to d8. Rook takes b6. So you're just down a bishop. Yep. So there goes that game. Good job by Irina. Next game we have Jennifer Yu, who's a women's grandmaster with a rating of 2256, against Anna Zatonsky, who's an international master with a rating of 2310. And their accuracies were pretty high, 93.7 to 93.6. And let's see what happened. We get a d4, d5. We get a queen's gambit declined. Looks similar to the other game. So far, I think it's the same move order. Until now. First mistake. Let's see what the better move was. It's like bishop to f, bishop to f4 would have been the move. Okay. It says or bishop h2 would have been okay as well. Doesn't seem like a big mistake. Bishop g3 was the third move. That was another mistake. It's probably another minuscule move. Knight takes d7. That ain't right. f4. f4 is the move. All right. I probably would have taken the knight, but what was the better move? It says f takes g3. That's f takes g3. It says it was a mistake, but then it says that's the best move. So I don't know. I guess it wasn't a mistake. What mistake was that? It says rook takes h7 is the best move. Yeah, because now it's blocked. And how can you checkmate the king if the pawn's here? Yeah, that was a big mistake. See, we got c5 would have been better. Break open the center, I guess. Bishop takes g4, queen takes g4, queen takes e3, queen takes g3, queen d2 check, queen d1, and rook a to e8. Missed opportunity. Let's see what the missed opportunity was. Knight f5, or knife f5. Apparently that was a missed opportunity. Now this is knight e6. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, this pawn is just defending the king really well. Yeah, that was a big mistake earlier. Should be a draw. Hundred moves. Wow. That was a long one. Ended up a draw. They both had about 2 minutes left on the clock. All right. Wow, that was a long one, but ends up a draw. Let's see what the last one has for us. Last game was played by Carissa Yip with the white pieces. She's an international master with a rating of 2452. And her opponent is Atusa Porkashian. Atusa Porkashian. And her rating's 2291. Their accuracies were not bad, 87.9 to 94.1. And let's see what happened. E4, E5, 93, and AC6. We get an Italian game. Castles, castles. Looks like a minor inaccuracy, but let's see what the better move was. Come on. It says F5. Alright, looks like king to G8 was a mistake. Let's see. Bishop F8. Okay. I guess this diagonal, the bishop's doing nothing, so you might as well get it off. And there was a missed opportunity. Let's see what it was. How can we make the position better? This is rook h1. I guess we want to get an attack off on the king. So bringing your rook on the h file might be a good idea. Try to open this file. Oh, wait, black one. See, white's got 2 rooks, bishop against 2 rooks and a knight. I guess, yeah. I mean, I don't see a direct win. I mean, you're attacking this bishop. This is the best move for white is bishop takes f4. And then rook takes f4. And then you're just up a knight. Yeah, I guess that's resigns. It was a pretty good game up until then. Well, good job, Atusa. And those are all the games from the women's championship. The US Women's Championship. It was pretty good. Round 1 was pretty good. I'll be back to cover round 2. And hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already, I appreciate it if you could like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribes. And I hope everything goes well. So watch some more videos and stay tuned. I'll be back with some more content.